It's me, Colleen Watson, president of Century Plant Publishing. I am so grateful that you joined me today. If you've been doing that all along, thank you so much. If this is your first time seeing me, thank you for stopping your scroll today. So today is the roundup of what we talked about this week and an introduction of the next series that we're going to be talking about. So this week we've been talking about SEO. We explained, why is SEO important? Well, it's because the search engines need you to tell them what your page is about so that they know well in advance and know where to file it in the vast index that is the internet. We talked about how to figure out what you're going to do for your SEO profile. We talked about research and how this is the area where ChatGPT is your friend. Little caveat, you need the paid version because the free version is using older information and that SEO changes all the time. So you want the most up-to-date information. Then we talked about how you're going to need to get an SEO I just website to take a look at the number of searches. And I gave you a list of those. And then we talked about looking at your competition, seeing what they're doing, taking a deep look at their blog. Does their blog revolve around something or does it wander? If so, what are they talking about? And do you want to talk about it so that you can figure out how you're going to present yourself? And then we talked about the Goldilocks zone of SEO. So looking at how many searches there are, and you don't want too many because you're, a topic that has a ton of searches because you're going to get lost in there. There's no way. And then you don't want a topic that has too few searches because that means there's just not enough interest in your topic. You want the Goldilocks zone of just enough searches to keep it that you're going to be able to make some traction. So somewhere between like 1,500 and 3,500 searches every month is a good number because it means there is an audience, but you're not going to be a drop in an ocean of information. And so all of that goes into creating your content calendar and what you're going to talk about moving forward. So they all kind of work together. The last thing I want to mention is make sure to share your blog on your social media, right? This is all about finding pathways off of social media to your website, right? Because social media is, you don't own it, it can change. So absolutely make a post on wherever you're active about your blog, but make sure that everything is leading people back to your content, your blog, because that's all that you can control. You don't have any control over what anybody does. Insta, TikTok, Facebook, any of those things you have no control over, but you control your website, your email list, your content. That is what you own. You want to make sure that everything you do leads back to what you own. All right, so that is finishing up the all about SEO. And I am so glad that you followed along with me on this. If you're interested in blogging, please go to Century Plant Publishing freebies. This will give you my list of 23 interesting blog facts and granted, it's a little bit old. I will be updating it, but the basics are probably not going to change. And also my blog planning workbook, so you can get started on planning your own blog. If you'd like to talk to me about this or anything else, there is my Calendly link so that you can talk to me. Free 30-minute anything session. Sign up today. And so let's talk about next week. Next week, we're going to shift back and talk about my all access VIP program, my new one. And I'm going to dig deep into the transformations, right? If you're going to put your hard-earned money down, what are the transformations you can expect? Sometimes we don't focus on this, right? But this is what I'm going to be talking about all next week is like, what do you get out of this? Because we all need to know the answer to that. So thank you so much for watching me today. And remember, rock stars, it is never too late to bloom. Have a great Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.